Awesome. And you talk about there being a difference between pain and suffering. Do you want to tell us what that is?
Yeah, well, so suffering, I believe, is unnecessary. Pain often teaches us something, but this pain that is repeated tends to turn into suffering and tends to be unnecessary. So when you're operating from what I call your primitive brain, you would make pain mean that there's something wrong with you. And if you learn to think of pain or the lessons as just that, as a lesson, there's something to be learned from it, you will eliminate that unnecessary suffering that keeps you trapped, keeps you feeling stuck. So, it really starts with teaching people the difference between pain and suffering. That pain can actually be used to your advantage. You can actually leverage it. Whereas suffering is where you're making it mean something about yourself and you're unable to move forward.
I see. And when you are able to move forward and make a decision, you talk about there being an unexpected value of making a decision. What's that, Tracy?
Yeah, so that's it. That typically results in a feeling of self-control. So many of my clients will come expressing this feeling or this way of living that feels out of control, especially the people who are struggling with weight loss. They feel like they're almost eating against their own will, and they don't know why. And so we teach them that neuroscience, that and the framework that they can use that really brings forward a feeling of control. So that's it. It's applicable, again, in any challenge or any goal that our clients have. So I like to look at like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, where, the foundational needs that people really want to meet are safety needs. And so that is going to look like health and wellness needs. You're going to kind of move up that hierarchy into more maybe money safety type needs. And then as you meet those needs and you're feeling more in control, a lot of our clients then get more aspirational and they move on to trying to achieve things, or maybe making an impact or becoming more recognized. And so we have programming that really fits all of those needs all the way up to that self-actualization, which often looks like making an impact in other people's lives. And for me, that looks like coaching. And so we also offer programming to become a coach, to learn the core competencies of coaching. And we have a program, a 6-month program that certifies people in becoming a coach. And they have a practicum along with a capstone project where they create programming in an area that's very meaningful to them, so that they can achieve that self-actualization.
Wonderful. And if people want to have a chat to you, your website is self.madeyou.com. That's in the show notes. And what social media are you on mostly?
It's self-made and then the letter u.com. And that's probably the best place to go, is our website. You can take the saboteur assessment. You can connect with us on all of the different social media channels from there. But we have a lot of free resources at the website, including 2 podcasts that you might find interesting. I host a podcast with my daughter called Tracy and Gracie Becoming, and she brings the 22-year-old perspective and I bring the 51-year-old perspective to all things life, love, and legacy.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll put your podcast in there as well. That's a great idea. Thanks very much, Hannah Chapman and Tracy Pleschourt.